I was Hey girl. Leo, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your monthly messages for the month of December. Now, when it comes to my readings, I always say rely on your intuition because you know your situation better than I could. I'm going to be trying to tap into all facets, so like love, relationships, career, and all that, but you know your situation better than I ever could, right? Take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't because I'm not going to be offended by it. It's just some tarot cards, you guys. So with that note in mind as well, though, let me know if you get any aha moments from this reading. Let me know which card called out to you the most, if there is a card that called out to you the most. And also, I would appreciate it if you would give me a like and subscribe if you enjoy my reading style and you do find this reading to be helpful because it does help out my channel a lot. But let's just jump into this reading now. I'm already pouring. I just pulled the clarifiers rather, Leo. So let's just get into this. So we have Nine of Earth. We have the Justice card, number 8 for numerology. So write that down, as well as the Three of Earth for you. So very much so similar in the sense of Aries, actually, of where this is going to be a really good month for you guys in terms of self-employment. I feel like for a lot of people this month, they're just being extremely motivated to really start investing in themselves and start really putting energy into their projects and to really start seeing the results from it. I feel like there is like a sense of patience in this for you as well, because we do have the Justice card for you, where it's just like, it makes sense. Things that happen to you this month during the month of December, Leo, it makes sense for you, I feel. That's kind of the overall theme I'm going to keep on hearing for you guys, I feel, of how things just are making sense. Like, it makes sense for you to get like that public recognition that the Three of Earth talks about. It makes sense for things to start bearing the fruits of your labor, like for you to start receiving the fruits of your labor, sort of thing. Like, this is just going to be a month where it's like you're not really going to be surprised by the good results that you get because you worked hard for it. So the clarifier that I pulled for the Three of Earth, where it was talking about your high quality work and successful self-employment, we do have the Knight of Swords. So this is a card, I always say youthful energy when it comes to the knights. I do feel like saying don't jump to, like, something that did come to mind is saying not to jump to conclusions this month, Leo. That is something I heard. Now, this is where we need to start breaking this down a little bit more. We have the Four of Wands. This is kind of like, this is the 1111 card. This is the marriage card. This card came in forward inverted, which is kind of giving me affirmation to me that's like, don't jump to conclusions when it comes to people, and whether this is a positive way or a negative way. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, obviously, Leo, but this is kind of giving me like the energy of someone that wants to like make big decisions and not really think about it. This is kind of very much so, I don't want to say this is fool energy because it's like, it's a little bit more reckless than fool energy, I feel, because it's kind of like the fool doesn't know what's going to come. The fool doesn't anticipate things bad or negative happening. They're just excited for the adventure. You kind of have an idea of this adventure with this Knight of Coins and this Page of Wands, right? You kind of have an idea of this adventure already. You know you're starting some type of new beginning, Leo. It just is necessarily like, I don't know. This is just very much so reckless energy, but I'm not saying this in a bad way. This is something more so just to take note of. I, out of anyone, can appreciate some reckless energy when the time calls for it. So, you know, like, who am I to say? But you are being called to, like, with this Four of Coins, this is kind of like sitting duck energy. You all are being called, in a sense, to sit down, like, take a moment to have like a breather, to think things through a little bit before you make a decision on something. So that is something to pay attention to. I do feel like this is more so like enabling came to mind as well. So maybe be careful of enabling energy in your life, people that might enable you, environments that might enable you to do certain things. I feel like that is just something to like pay attention to and to have like a heads up on. Now, I pulled the Seven of Pentacles for your Justice card. Now, keep in mind, remember, I did just say before where it's like you kind of like, things are not going to be surprising for you. Like, you're finally putting investments into yourself. You're planting your seeds. You're growing these crops so they can give you like a nice crop or growth, whatever the word is, when you're trying to bearing the fruits of your labor, sort of thing, right? You get what I mean, Leo. So let's pull some clarifiers for this. Let's get any more detail that we can from the Seven of Pentacles. We have King of Coins, Ace of Coins, and Three of Swords. I do feel like this how do we want to take this message? I do feel like, in a sense, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins is what's inverted for you. I'm going to hold them all upright so you can actually see them. But what this is telling me is that this is you trying to like take this month by the horns, or I always say that, but grab life by the horns this month and really start creating and manifesting your foundational energy. That's really, there's not too much emotion here. I mean, there is the Ace of Cups in your Nine of Earths, so we'll get into that in a moment, but it kind of just is seeming like foundational energy for you. It feels as if like you're just kind of focusing on your growth, right? You're trying to reach this nirvana, this happiness, this Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're just getting so many pentacle cards paired with your wands as well. But let's get into this a little bit more. This Three of Swords, some type of hurt. Ace of Coins, usually this is a good thing, but when it's inverted, it goes from being a blank check to the universe to then being like you not feeling like you can manifest. There's like, I feel like that's kind of like an energy that you kind of have to overcome. King of Swords, you may be dealing with someone that's like a little bit cutting. The Lover's card and the Tower card as well. So, this is kind of letting me know that I feel like there are, you know, when I talked about like this enabling energy before, Leo, I feel like this enabling energy, they may not even be actively in your space of being like a friend, right? You know how like a friend is just like, oh, let's go drinking tonight, or like whatever, insert whatever, right? And that's usually what people think of when they think of enabling. But this type of enabling is letting me know as someone that like, kind of someone that's trying to bring you down with them. This is kind of giving me an energy of someone that wants to bring some drama into your life, or just bring some difficulty in general into your life, Leo. And this may be like an energy from before, because I know in your readings for the past several weeks, we've been talking about some type of energy that you've been trying to let go of, some type of X energy usually. So when you have these cards, I really do feel like this is like someone that's just like trying to be cutting towards you, seeing that you're trying to like move on or like continue your hustle, and they're trying to bring you down and like level you on some point and distract you, kind of, right? So that's something I do want to point out. It's just like, don't sink to other people's level, because they're trying to definitely bait you. That's what I'm kind of getting, Leo. So don't be baited by people. Focus on your foundational energy. Focus on this Nine of Earth, right? This is talking about the successful self-employment, Ace of Cups as the clarifier. So let's get into this a little bit more. This is the energy that I want you to be focusing a little bit more on, right? Oh my gosh, I can't hold these cards, apparently. Let me pick these back up. Now these three clarifiers came out, which I feel like is necessary for you. So we do have the Eight of Swords inverted for you. I feel like you're just definitely going to be breaking free of constraints, mental constraints. And so you want to go along with this energy of like disconnecting from things that put those swords in this place, right? Yes, the Eight of Swords does talk about like a mental battle, a mental journey of some sort, but I do feel like some of those swords were placed and some of these battles were initiated because of some type of kingly energy, some type of maybe like past ex, someone that you held at one point intimately in your life, kind of put some hurt in you, and like kind of like impacted you in some type of way mentally, and so you still are trying to overcome that. So I feel like once you are able to overcome that, that's when you own this energy. Again, this is what I was like, the Fool energy and the Chariot card. But the thing is, this is more of like a refined energy. Now this is still beautiful in the sense like this is all backed behind the Nine of Earth and the Ace of Cups energy. So this is definitely like fulfillment. Like you're definitely going to feel fulfilled this month, Leo, of where like the energy that you're investing into, it makes sense, because like the things that pan out for you, it's going to make sense for you, because it's like you kind of anticipated that. That's what you've been working so hard for. But I don't know, I just kind of want to keep on putting a little bit of caution for you, Leo, during this month of just not getting caught up in the moment, in the heat of the moment on things, right? I know with that fiery, passionate energy, cannot speak apparently, it's very easy to just like go forward with something in a very bold way, but you don't want to be bullheaded in that process, right? You don't want to be stubborn trying to force something to work if it's not going to actually work. You also don't want to with this Magician card coming forward, this is like, again, usually when it comes, the Necronomicon is unique in the sense of how the messages are relayed. I really do feel like this Magician card, I feel like someone would like take, this is so much like an energy vampire energy, so much of an energy vampire energy. It's more of like a, I just feel like someone could just like disempower you, or like someone is like actively trying to disempower you or take away some of your shine, or at the very least take advantage of like you actively manifesting. So let's go within a narrative so it brings a better example. Let's say that you won the lottery, or like this is like a really good financial month for you, which it does talk about, like, right? And with that 9 of Earth, this is a really good month for you in terms of finances. Someone knows about it, and then throughout the month they just like keep trying to make plans with you and have you pay for things, or just asking for money flat out. But I do feel like it's going to be a little bit more subtle energy in terms of how they're going to affect you. Polar bear card does come forward. The polar bear talks about standing up and speaking your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. So this is so much of an energy where it's just like you set your boundaries, but you don't set your boundaries out of fear, or word things out of a way of fear for how the other person will react. This is more of an energy of like, this is take it or leave it sort of thing. So don't come from a place of victim mindset, or don't come from a place of other people having something over you, because they're going to take advantage of you. I just feel so strongly like during this month, Leo, like people are going to see you shining in such a beautiful way that they see that, they're attracted to that, and they just want that for themselves. It may not even be from a malicious place, but I just do feel like people are not going to. It's kind of like an echo chamber. I keep on hearing like echo chamber. People are just going to tell you what you want to hear so that they can benefit from you, right? They're going to just be constantly asking for handouts of some sort. Let's get some guidance from the moon cards before we close this monthly reading out for you, Leo. Overall, really good month though. Just be careful about not getting caught up in the moment, Leo. Be careful about that, and don't be enabled by people. Don't be enabled by people in your environment. Don't be enabled by your environment, right? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse. A new start is coming. New moon and surrender to the divine full moon. So you get the full moon, the new moon, and then you get the full moon and full moon eclipse, which is so powerful. I love this kind of energy so much. So this is so much of an energy of being like, trust this process, trust that things are going to be working out this month for you, Leo. And it's kind of like if things like, don't have expectations this month, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Don't have expectations for like, yes, it's like I talk about how things are going to make sense and give you the results that you want during this month, but don't feel entitled to it. 2, don't feel like you know how this new start is going to come, and don't feel like, let's say that you wanted to go to a specific college, right? You definitely are going to go to a college, right? For sure. But you may get initially rejected by like the college that you thought you wanted to go to, because something better is going to be coming for you. That's usually what the surrender to divine means. And the kind of foreshadowing with this new moon is coming. This is kind of foreshadowing where it's like, you're going to get a blessing, but it's gonna take you by surprise first. Like, it's not gonna be the blessing that you think it's going to be in the way that it's presented. Does that make sense? So it's like, you're still going to receive the blessing in the way that you want it to. It's just not going to be gift wrapped in the way that you anticipated. But that is the reading that I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to do this reading for you. Again, if you like my reading style, please let me know in the comments below. And also be sure to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot. I always am super appreciative of it. But I love you so much, Leo. Until next time, bye.